How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Weeb Lounge. I am Nick, and in this character spotlight, I wasn't expecting to do this one. This was once a year. I always pick a character to skip. This was one I was going to skip, and then when I was rolling for something else, I got this one. So here we are, not skipping it. Transfer student Suzuna. Yay! Yeah, regardless of the version of Suzuna, they don't tend to be, you know, worth getting, at least not long term, like ever, that I can think of. The Halloween one, I think, did okay for like a short bit, and then like, nope. This one's probably not going to be much different. So every year, I try to find one character that's not a limited character, because come around New Year's, the whole thing, you can just like buy a character. So you kind of save some jewels if you just don't try to get them randomly, and you just buy the character outright. My plan was this one, and then I was like, well, the last banner, I'm just going to go ahead and throw some tickets at it, and here she shows up. So I get to do another video. Hooray! Whoop-a-da-doo. Okay, let's go ahead and go over this skill. Skill number 1. Youthful Shot, a single target physical damage attack and self-technique point gauge recovery. If the shot crits, it will buff all allies in her immediate vicinity with physical attack power and crit chance buffs. The buffs are permanent. That seems like it would be something like super good because of the permanent mechanic, right? It can be. Skill number 2. Moni cute uniform. Monica cute, whatever it is she's trying to throw like French in there or something, whatever. Buffs her own physical attack power and crit chance, while also charging her technique point gauge and increasing technique point generation rate. These buffs, once again, are permanent. I like characters with the permanent buffs. It's a relatively fairly new mechanic. It's not so new anymore, but it's newer than others, whatever. And they end up stacking really well. That's kind of the whole idea of it. You know, the buffs don't run out. They keep stacking, and the longer the fight goes, the better, right? EX skill. Increases physical attack power 5-star, greatly increases physical attack power, the same old crap. Union Burst. Haru streaming? Haru streaming. Haru? Whatever that's supposed to be, to the Ohage streaming? No, we can't do that. Yeah. Haru. That. Whatever. Huge single target physical damage attack. Also buffs all allies in her immediate vicinity with physical attack power and a 10% more crit damage buff. If the skill happens to crit, it will deal bonus damage. Okay, so it's like just extra damage. I tried to figure what this was, because usually if the thing crits, it'll do, you know, if you crit, you do 50% more damage or 100% more damage. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what kind of damage multiplier there is. I can't figure it out, so I'm just calling it bonus damage. You do more. See, it covers all my bases, really simply. Oh boy, let's throw her into combat. And I need to find like a side quest here. Let's go down to the newest of the newest ones. I got shards to farm, and why am I getting the stupid? Okay, New Year's Rook, I can't complain. Okay, go here. Don't need to do all of them. Clicky. And throw her into combat. All right. Now, like I said, skill 1 and the universe have multiple hits. And if you notice in those skills, it's like if it crits, it'll do a little something extra. A little extra bonus, a little extra buffs, whatever it is. But each of those skills, let's see, what is it? One of them does 3 hits, and the other one will do 5 hits. That one, the universe does the 5, the other skill does the 3. Not all of them have to crit to benefit from the buff or whatever. As long as just at least one of those hits crit, you're going to get the buff. Not a problem. Okay, but if it doesn't crit, then no buffs for you. Okay, like in this stage of the game, just about everything crits. I mean, look at this. It's just crit machine. It's a crit, yeah. Generally not a problem, but it is what it is. Okay, so the range of her buffs now is like an immediate vicinity thing, and of course, you know, she's sitting in the back or whatever. The range of her buffs is pretty much dead center Midgard, whichever character that frickin' is, because I hate the range thing in this because I don't know what it is. Middle of the Midgard, all the way back. So if you're in the rear, you're good. If you're in the middle, whatever, yeah, you got 50-50 chance. Something like that. Oh, Jesus. This character. She qualifies as a, what is it, a Gyaru, right? Gyaru. Am I even pronouncing that right? He's gotta. That's gotta be like Priconne Gyaru, whatever. Throw her in here again. Okay. Now, in terms of her usefulness, she is considered SS ranked versus single target boss encounters, but she might not see all that much use because, you know, we're getting critical strikes all over the place here, right? But the thing is, that's not a guarantee. And when you're, say, doing clan battles like the first few tiers where everything's going to be a crit, it's going to be like blah blah blah, but the higher a tier the boss is, you know, the stronger defenses, the less likely you are to crit. So now all of a sudden you interject some RNG. Maybe those skills don't crit. Chances are they will. I believe the Union Burst has like a 96% chance in a proper group to crit regardless. And the skill itself, I think maybe 86% or higher, something like that. So, I mean, the chances are of her doing her job and getting the buffs are really, really freaking high. But it's still not a guarantee. You know, you might be doing an attack and be like, hey, let's do this, and blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, that 4% for the Union Burst shows up, which is more like 28% in my case, because RNGesus hates me. Yeah, it just is what it is. You're going to be doing a clan battle, be like, oh, look, it's doing good. Wait a minute, something seems off. Why is the numbers not as high as it should be? Oh, that's the component that this character drags her down a little bit, all right? But it won't drag me down as long as you guys like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button, and all that happy stuff that most of you ain't going to do anyway, so that's fine. It's okay. But other than those single target boss encounters with just about every character out nowadays or whatever, this character is straight up garbage and everything else. And in the boss encounters, yeah, she can provide some good buffs, some good damage, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, there might, this is one of those scenarios where it's like she might be the key character to use, but another character would be more reliable. You know, this character does her thing, blah, 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 okay. Put Suzuna in there, she might do a better job, but there's that chance, and in clan battles, that really frickin' sucks. Well, I don't think we're going to see much use out of her. Early clan battles, probably, but once they start getting, like, what is it, tier 5, tier whatever the heck it is up there, she's probably just start going, maybe we shouldn't risk it, maybe we shouldn't risk it. And that's why I didn't roll for this character. I didn't want to risk it, but ended up with her anyways, because me. See you in the next video.